Time now for the Morning Rush.
We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. We'll begin with the next big weather maker moving in today. We already have showers out over the northwest plateau this morning. This will continue to be on and off through the day. You'll notice just after lunchtime, the mountain snow continues for the higher elevations even through tonight. As that cold front gets in here, we're going to be looking at a better shot of rain and snow here in the metro area, lingering through the first part of our Saturday morning. Crystal?
Ready to head out the door for on the day's top local stories. We start with Catherine Mazzone.
Good morning. Coming up in their next legislative session, lawmakers are expected to consider a constitutional amendment for New Mexico kids. Two Albuquerque representatives proposed the change yesterday. They say it's geared towards supporting early childhood education. This, as they say, research points to a link between early learning and long-term student success. The amendment would boost state funding by 1%. That translates to around $130 million a year. Adam?
Breaking news in Kansas City this morning. A Hilton Garden Inn hotel is on lockdown right now after a man allegedly shot at police officers from a room inside the hotel. Police say a man refused to leave the room and then fired a gun through the door at officers. No officers were hit. Police say they're trying to make contact with the man. Officers say there are other people in the room with him. All of the other guests at the hotel have been evacuated.
And we're following developing overnight news out of Seattle, where a 61-year-old officer is in serious condition after being shot in the head late last night. Troopers say the suspect was taken into custody just before 1 o'clock in the morning after shooting at police during an hours-long standoff. They also say the suspect may have been holding hostages. A motive not clear at this time.
A group in Edgewood plans to introduce a pit bull ban at a town council meeting next week. Last month, an Edgewood couple was walking their small dogs in the Square H neighborhood when a group of dogs got loose from a yard and attacked. And now some neighbors want the town council to ban pit bulls and other dangerous breeds. The town council meeting is scheduled for Wednesday.
UNM President Bob Frank has reached an agreement with the Board of Regents. Frank signed the deal that will pay him $190,000 for a job at the UNM Health Sciences Center. New this morning, Frank had threatened to sue for defamation, that he bullied workers and was responsible for questionable spending. This after signing the agreement, though, he says he will not sue the university. Frank will step down December 31st.
Today, the Albuquerque Rescue Mission will be handing out toys and food gift cards to homeless students who attend public schools in Albuquerque. That's called the Gifts from the Heart event. The Rescue Mission has been collecting $5 to $10 gift cards to give to these students with the help of APS Title I Homeless Project. Organizers say they want to make sure students who normally eat at school have enough to eat at home. There's still enough time to donate gift cards. For more information, go to krqe.com. Crystal?
Tomorrow, the community will gather to honor the life of Valencia County Deputy Ryan Thomas. Deputy Thomas was thrown from his patrol car during a crash last week. He later died. Starting at 8 o'clock in the morning, he'll be transported from Belen to Albuquerque. Deputy Thomas leaves behind a pregnant wife and a young daughter. Kristen?
Today's Metro Threat Index bumped to a 6. Our biggest concern today will be those breezy to windy conditions. Those spot showers we have in the forecast through this afternoon and evening. Nothing to really worry about. I don't expect heavy accumulation here in the metro. It's mainly these strong winds that we'll have to watch through late day, gradually starting to back off as we get into tomorrow. Crystal?
Interesting new facts this morning. A recent study finds low levels of a certain protein in the brain may contribute to almost a third of autism cases. Researchers in Toronto dropped the levels of the protein in mice, which induced autistic behavior. They say the finding could help develop treatments for autism.
With 9 days to go till Christmas this morning, if you want to buy the gifts or you want the gifts that you buy online to reach their destination before the holiday, time is running out faster this year. Because the holiday falls on a Sunday and because of the increase in online sales, many retailers have moved up the deadline to ensure delivery by Christmas when using standard shipping. For example, the cutoff date for Amazon, Kohl's, and Target is Monday.
New this morning, if you're looking to buy a piece of a historic Albuquerque nightclub, items from Caravan East are hitting the auction block tomorrow. The group is selling off items including its bar and restaurant equipment. The nightclub had been operating on East Central for nearly 40 years. It closed its doors a week and a half ago. You can start looking at what's up for auction today, though. The city is hoping to buy the property to build a library.
Let's get a look at the traffic situation this morning. It's right before the top of the hour. A lot of people are going to be heading out the door here soon. We have received no reports of any major accidents across the metro or any other tie-ups that might slow you down. We'll let you know as soon as things develop in the coming hour.
New Mexico youth looking for work have more opportunities thanks to national grants. The U.S. Secretary of the Interior, Sally Jewell, announced grants to engage young adults in hands-on conservation projects on public lands. New Mexico will get nearly $40,000 of that for a tribal youth corps at the Petroglyph National Monument.
The UNM Lobos are gearing up for tomorrow's Gildan, New Mexico Bowl. The team has a chance to win its first bowl game since 2007. The Gildan, New Mexico Bowl kicks off tomorrow at noon at University Stadium. UNM taking on the University of Texas, San Antonio. Tickets are still available for the bowl game. We've got details on our website if you're interested in picking one up, krqe.com.
And finally, this morning, a heartwarming Christmas card is going viral. Ashley Sistrunk made the card. Her husband, Air Force Staff Sergeant Brandon, is deployed in Iraq. She created these pictures so the Colorado Springs family could be together, at least in spirit, for the holidays. Great idea.
Here's a look at our 5 facts.
And 5 may not be long before a church for cowboys could come to the metro. Cowboy and Pastor Kurt Miller says he's inspired to open what will be the first cowboy church in Bosque Farms. We'll keep you posted.
Number 4, police are searching for the vandals who destroyed the work of a Santa Fe artist. Kevin Sayre says someone knocked over 8 of his sculptures at his studio. One weighed 900 pounds. The value of the art, about $22,000.
Number 3, less than 10 days before Christmas, the community will come together again to remember the young victims tragically killed during a murder-suicide in the Four Hills area. The 3 children, all under the ages of 10, were siblings. You can honor their memory tonight at 5:30 in a Circle of Love at Manzano Mesa Elementary.
Number 2, this morning the governor likely start looking for a new Secretary of Tax and Rev after the now former secretary stepped down amid controversy. For more details, go to our website.
At number 1, low elevation rain and high mountain snow expected on and off through the day today into tomorrow. Winds will be very strong statewide, strongest winds over the higher terrain and eastern plains. Temperatures in the 60s today, really falling down over the weekend. 30s at the warmest on Sunday. Looking like a quiet start as we get into early next week. Of course, we do have more details online and on the weather app.